When feeding a sourdough starter, you end up with discard. Most people throw it away. But you don't have to. In this video I try out 3 recipes. The first one is the simplest. Discard goes straight into a hot cast iron pan with some oil. The green parts of a scallion and some toasted sesame seeds. Turn it when the bottom color looks good. I forgot to add salt, so I'm adding it now. And I top it with some cheese and a bit of sauerkraut. Crispy, tangy and quick. The next recipe starts in a bowl. Add an egg, salt, milk and whisk until the batter has a pancake-like consistency. Then I cook it like a regular pancake in the cast iron pan. The dark spots here are from the rye flour in the starter. I use 20% rye and 80% all-purpose flour. This one is served with some raspberry jam. It tastes like a regular pancake but with a slight sourdough flavor that gives it a bit more depth. The last recipe is almost the same. This, by the way, is too much salt for such a small amount of batter. The difference to the last recipe is half a teaspoon of baking powder, but when I think about it, maybe I should have used even less. The baking powder will react with the acidity of the sourdough to create a fluffy pancake. Let it rest for a few minutes before cooking it, and during that time you can feed the sourdough that's left in the jar. The bottom looks good here, but the top wasn't ready for the flip yet. I should have cooked it at slightly lower temperature for a minute longer. This time I only added sugar. It's definitely softer and fluffier than the previous one. Except for too much salt, it otherwise tastes good, but I prefer recipe number 2. Yeah, those were 3 simple ways to use sourdough discard, but there are plenty more. Pizza crust, crackers, cookies, even focaccia. Do a YouTube search. There's no need to waste it.